my lovely friends, it's Margaret, and today I'm coming at you with a book haul. In the attempt to actually stay on top of these things, I am doing my October and November haul in this video. I think I got like one book in October. We'll get to that, but I just decided to wait until I had more books to do a haul, since I only had one book to haul for you guys, and that seemed kind of pointless. I'm not gonna do these in the order that I got them, because I want to go by how I got them versus when I got them. And so the first thing we're going to talk about, thrift store books. I've got a couple of local thrift stores that I like to go to and get books. So I walked in one day and they had a whole bunch of books I wanted. They had The 100 Rebellion by Cass Morgan. This is the 4th book in the 100 series. It's about a group of teens that get sent to Earth because the space station is dying and they're trying to see if Earth is habitable again. And it's about Bellamy and Clark and some other people, but Bellamy and Clark are the only ones that really matter. Can you tell who my favorite characters are? Anyways, there is a show based off of it. It is not anything like the books. Some of the characters have the same names. Bellamy, Clark, and Wells exist in the show, but they are not entirely the same. Clark and Bellamy are pretty much the same characters, and Octavia. Sort of. Octavia is much younger in the book than the show. But, Wells is a completely different character in the show. I also found The Princess Diarist by Carrie Fisher. If you don't know, I love Star Wars. I love Carrie Fisher. The original trilogy is probably my favorite trilogy, although the new trilogy could possibly... It depends on how the last movie goes. I may want to burn it down like I did with the prequels after Revenge of the Sith, or it may grow to be my favorite trilogy because hello, female Jedi. This is one of her kind of autobiographies or memoirs that she wrote, and I have been wanting to read it, so since I saw it at my thrift store for 99 cents, I thought, why not get a book that has Princess Leia's face on the cover? And the final book, I know, is a little bit of a controversial book on book 2, but I like this one, and I've read it, and I've enjoyed it, and since it is a thrift store book, I didn't feel bad buying it, but that is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I know there's been some controversy with Eleanor and Park. I will never own that book, because I agree with the controversy. I remember it bugging me a little bit when I was reading it, but I assumed she'd taken sensitivity readers, and actually been oh, okay, this is not as bad as it sounds to me, but apparently I was wrong. But I did like Kath in Fangirl. I really related to her. It's about a kind of very introverted girl who's doing her first year in college, and she is very much into fanfic and a lot of things that I'm into, and also not so much into interacting with strangers, which is also something that I am not into. So I really enjoyed this book, and I wanted it on my shelves, and since it was at the thrift store, I got it. After that, I have a couple of new releases. You guys probably were expecting The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. This is the 3rd book in the Cruel Prince series. The Cruel Prince is about Jude Duarte, and she gets taken at the age of 7 into the land of Fairy because her older sister's father comes and murders her parents because her mother has shacked up with a mortal and had kids with him. And then he decides that he is going to take care of said kids, which would be Jude and her sister Taryn, and she grows up in Fairy, knows all of the ins and outs, but she also is human, so she's not really in the best, position power-wise, and so she decides that she's going to get power so no one can hurt her. That is it. That is the series, and I love the arc that she takes. She starts as it's such a good series. I enjoy it. I like the romance. The romance just works for me, even though it probably shouldn't. If you want to know my thoughts on this one or any of the other books in this series, I have reviewed the entire thing, so I will just have all of those links down in the description. The other new release you probably expected if you've done Vaultathon with me, that is Supernova by Marissa Meyer. I'm in the middle of this one. As you can see, I'm almost halfway there, and I'm loving it. I'm disagreeing with some friends about things that are happening and my particular outlook on choices that characters made, because I find those choices relatable. But this is about Adrian and Nova is the niece of the most well-known anarchist, and then Adrian is the son of the head honcho couple, the renegades. His two dads are the two most well-known renegades, partly because Captain Chromium is basically Superman in this world. So basically, they're on opposite sides of this kind of conflict that Adrian doesn't even know exists, and Nova takes the chance to join the renegades in disguise because she wants to bring them down from the inside. This is the 3rd book. It is the end of the series, and I'm not ready for it, but I also am, and I need to finish it. But look at this cover. At the cover. So from there, we're going to move on to the book box portion. I have the October book for LitJoy Crate, which is Angel Mage by Darth Nix. I have the October book for LitJoy Crate, which is Angel Mage by Garth Nix. This is about a ragtag team, it seems. It's about some sorceress that gets put in an enchanted sleep, and she wants to reunite with her lover when she wakes up later, and she finds like this kind of group of 4 people that she is using to do what she needs to get done. The premise is a little bit sketchy and vague on the dust jacket. Also, I got Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw. This was the November LitJoy Crate book, and this is about, what is her name? This is about Nora, and she finds this guy named Oliver unconscious in the woods, and there's just dark stuff that is happening with that. Apparently, like, there's some stuff that could be tied to the fact that he has no memories at the moment, like he disappeared for a few weeks and then she finds him, and then things start going wrong in the woods, and it might be related to what happened to him, and so now she has to find out what happened, but he doesn't want her to know what happened because some sketchy stuff happened when in that kind of area. Maybe he's starting to remember. I don't entirely know, obviously, because I have not read the book, and they don't want to tell you everything from the get-go. But I love this cover. It's like they sent it with a extra cover, and I don't think I am ever going to use that because this is just so absolutely gorgeous. Also, look at this. Like, oh my gosh. I hope this is as good as the book looks, because I would like to keep this book on my shelves forever. And so from there, it is time to talk about Book of the Month YA, because I did get a couple of boxes. If you don't know, I am a Book of the Month YA affiliate. Basically what happens is you pay $14.99 a month, you don't have to pay for shipping, you get to choose between 5 books, and then they send you a book every month. It is awesome. This is my little affiliate package. When you start out as an affiliate, they give you this fantastic little cookie, which I am sure is like completely and totally sugar, so they don't have to worry about it going bad, and these little like cute emoji pins. And then the book that I got for, I think this was October or I think it was October. Yes, because I have my November book over there. Hold on, I can check. It's on the front of my book. See? It is the October book of the month. It was Fountains of Silas by Risa Pettis. I really liked, what was the name of it? Salt to the Sea was the book that she wrote, which was about one of the worst maritime disasters that has ever happened, but no one talks about it because it was mostly German and Polish people that ended up drowning in that case. This is about Spain during the dictatorship of Francisco Franco, and it follows Anna and Daniel. Anna works in the hotel where Daniel's family is staying. Daniel is the son of an oil tycoon, and he doesn't want to take over the family business. He wants to become a photojournalist. So as his family is kind of vacationing in Spain, he's trying to find the picture that will help him get into journalism school, because there's a contest, and if he wins the contest, he will get in for free, because that, you know, was something that you could do back then in the 50s. I've actually already read this. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I had read it versus listening to it on the audiobook, so I will probably be giving it a reread sometime next year, just to kind of, like, see, was it the audiobook, was it not? However, I did have some issues with the way, like, the second half of the book went. I liked the ending, I liked the wrap-up, all of that. I just felt a few things could have been done better. You know what I mean? However, it is still a really good book. I recommend it. If you want to know more of my thoughts, like more in-depth thoughts of this, I think I covered pretty much anything, but if you want to know a little bit more about what I thought of this, go ahead, check out the link that I will have up in the cards. And then this one is my November pick. I am actually quite interested in this book. It is by an author that I have seen around, and I just haven't had a chance to pick up any of her books yet. The book that I got for November is still in plastic wrap. So when you get Book of the Month, you get this fantastic little bookmark in case you don't have a bookmark, which is always nice because sometimes I don't know where they go. But the book I got was Song of the Crimson Flower by Julie C. Dow. So this is an East Asian inspired fantasy. It's about Lan. She rejects this guy who asks her to marry him and then thinks better of it, but she has to go on some sort of quest either to rescue him or to prove. Basically, Bao gets into some trouble and he needs Lan's help to get out of that trouble, and she sees that kind of as her way to make up for the fact that she was really mean to him. And so, yes. Here with promo codes and the books that are in the 2019 December Book of the Month YA box. So December's box, you get to choose from Reverie by Ryan Lasala, Dangerous Alliance by Janike Cohen, The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, Where the World Ends by Geraldine McGaughran, and Hearts, Strings, and Other Breakable Things by Jacqueline Firkins. If you're wondering what book I picked for my December Book of the Month YA box, you will have to wait until I get around to my December haul. However, I do want to let you know that Book of the Month YA has 2 promotions going on. You can get $10 off a 6 or a 12-month subscription using the code GIFTY, and you can get your first box for $5 using the code YES5. If you've been thinking about getting Book of the Month YA and you would like to support this channel, I will have my affiliate link down in the description box. I do get a small commission from that. Thank you in advance to anyone who uses that link. The final group of books are some that I got while I was doing some Black Friday shopping, because, you know, sometimes there are good book deals during Black Friday. The first 2 are Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children and Hollow City by Ransom Riggs. These are the hardcovers. I have both of these in paperback, and yet I saw these at my thrift store for very cheap. And not my thrift store, at my used bookstore. And I couldn't not get them because I am a sucker for a hardcover. And no books were harmed in the making of this haul. Let me show you something though. I love the fact that like it has the name of the whatever it is Miss Peregrine is. I can't remember the term, but it has their name on embossed in the hardcover. I think that is such a cool detail, so it's almost like it's their diary. I have read Miss Peregrine's. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I need to read Hollow City. I probably actually need to just like restart the entire series, if you know what I mean, because it's been a couple of years since I've read the first book. So, but I really liked it. I liked how the photos were juxtaposed against the story and how they kind of enhance it. Like, you don't need them, but they really do add an element of interest to the story that I just love illustrations in books. And then Barnes & Noble had a sale on paperbacks, and there were a couple of books that I actually enjoyed and wanted to get. So, like, I'm at this point in my life where I try to only buy books that I have read and enjoyed unless it is an anticipated new release, hence Queen of Nothing, hence Supernova. Like, I already know I like those series, but I tend not to pick up books that I don't know that I'm gonna like. However, I have read The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. This is about, what is her name? Alexa. This is about Alexa and Drew. Drew is going to the wedding from hell. It's his, like, best friend is marrying his former girlfriend, and so he's like, I need a date to this wedding, and he and Alexa get stuck in a elevator, and he invites her to the wedding to go as his date. And from there, a sort of kind of whirlwind romance ensues. I absolutely adored them. I thought they were so cute. I didn't like this book as much as I liked the second book. It was a little bit more, there was a little bit more sexy times than I particularly enjoy in audiobooks. Like, if I had read this as a physical book, I probably wouldn't have had as much of an issue with it. Also, I got A Man Called Uwe by Frederick Bachman. This is a book that I listened to with my brother a while ago, like 2 years ago, something like that. It's about a man whose name is Uwe, and he is just basically a grump. He is the grumpiest man to have ever grumpy grump. This family ends up moving in next to him, and they have to kind of pull him out of his shell. It is such a wonderful book. It delves into his history, it delves into his present, and it's so heartwarming. I loved it. I think I might have given it like 5 stars. I might have only given it 4 stars, but it was a really, really good book. Like, I went and actually bought it when I saw that it was on sale. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to go to Barnes & Noble, and then this was on sale. So those are the books that have been added to my collection in October and November. I wouldn't expect these to be a regular every month occurrence, but maybe every couple of months as I get more books, I will talk about the books that I have gotten and whether or not I have read them. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good I've read 6 of 13 books that I got, and I'm in the middle of a 7th, so not terrible. Not terrible. My TBR is not growing too much. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna get it. The new year we're gonna get a hold of that TBR and make it less. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more hauls like this, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new here and you enjoy videos about books and writing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That is it for now, my friends. Happy reading, and I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!